Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Wisdom in the Best Books and Films. I'm your host, Jake Bair, and this is where you can get bite-sized bits of wisdom from your best books and films. This week is Valentine's Day, and I wanted to share with you a couple of my favorite short poems that were written as romantic or love poems. I'm actually going to start with one that I wrote, and then we'll go to somebody else that is better at writing than me, so that you can not have your view of my writing look bad from the start because William Wordsworth is better. But I do want to start by talking about the words thee and thy and thou. I recently read Little Women, which is a fantastic novel, and I may talk about it again in the near future. And later in the novel, a man asks his wife permission to call her by the pronouns thee and thy. He says that I want to be as intimate as possible with you, and I would like to use these words. And I think it's interesting because nowadays we think of those words as overly formal or kind of weird. We read a Shakespeare and we're like, what in the heck is this? But those words were actually made in when you read them in Shakespeare, when you read them in other things, those are more intimate than saying you or y'all or whatever you want to say. It's a much more intimate way of speaking with someone, and I just thought that was wonderful, and I think we've lost something by losing the use of that form of the second person, because now it's just everybody is you, and there's no way to distinguish between somebody that's more intimate with us or more close to us, and to me that's a sad thing. But if you like this week's episode, please share it with everybody you know. Write a review on Spotify or Apple, and I'll get right into the first poem, which is again written by me. This one I wrote for my wife, and it is called The Ultimate Thrill. Adventure or bust and wanderlust are words not fitting for me. Though good winds prevail, I won't set sail across a roiling sea, nor take the test of Everest to feel as high as can be. The only thrill I need to feel is to love and be loved by thee. It's a safe bet I'll stay on the jet and not leap just to fall free. Who needs nerve toasters like roller coasters or driving in the Grand Prix? The high G forces from various sources aren't really my cup of tea. My butterflies soar in a way I adore when I love and am loved by thee. I always yearn for the slow burn your love kindles in me. When life is bleak, the peace that I seek is the embrace which sets my heart free. Time seems to fly as years go by, and a blur is all that I see. For there's no greater joy than for me to deploy my love and be loved by thee. So gallop ahead, I'll walk instead and enjoy the nature in trees. Me ride that zip line? No thanks, I'm fine, just watching your heart fill with glee. Others may pine for the buzz of fine wine, but I would disagree. I only hope to expend my force to the end to love and be loved by thee. When I originally wrote that, I thought about using thee and thy for the entire thing instead of just for the end of each verse, but I thought that might sound a little too archaic, and so I decided to strictly use it at the end. But that is part of the reason that I used thee, is that I think I liked the sound of it, and it, to me, is meant to be a more intimate thing. And my wife likes it, so that's all that matters. So next I want to share a poem by William Wordsworth called She Was a Phantom of Delight. This is one of my favorite romantic poems because William Wordsworth really loved his wife, and he was loyal to her for his whole life, which is pretty rare among those famous people, you know. So it's great to learn about those stories. And this poem, he describes his wife and his love for his wife growing from the initial stages throughout the years, and changing and morphing, and how he sees her. And I'll let you see what it says in the poem. She was a phantom of delight by William Wordsworth. She was a phantom of delight when first she gleamed upon my sight, a lovely apparition sent to be a moment's ornament. Her eyes as stars of twilight fair, like twilight's too her dusky hair, but all things else about her drawn from Maytime and the cheerful dawn. A dancing shape, an image gay, to haunt, to startle and waylay. I saw her upon nearer view, a spirit, yet a woman too. Her household motions light and free, and steps of virgin liberty, a countenance in which did meet sweet records, promises as sweet. A creature not too bright or good for human nature's daily food. For transient sorrows, simple wiles, praise, blame, love, kisses, tears, and smiles. And now I see with eye serene the very pulse of the machine, a being breathing thoughtful breath, a traveler 'tween life and death. The reason firm, the temperate will, endurance, foresight, strength, and skill. A perfect woman, nobly planned, to warn, to comfort, and command. And yet a spirit still and bright, with something of angelic light. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you enjoyed.